third grade. Sorry, I was just having a pizza party here with Olive. And that is just what you are going to get to do today in this mini lesson. So today is Thursday, April 2nd, and for our math class today, I'm going to give you this recorded pizza party mini lesson first. Second, you will get to have your own pizza party. And the instructions for that, we're going to go over them. I'm going to introduce what you'll be doing. And then all of these instructions and this video, of course, are all on Google Classroom for our math class. There are additional optional challenge questions. If you'd like to try them, you certainly can, but you don't have to. Third, you're going to do your workbook pages 373 and 374. If you'd like an additional challenge, you can do pages 375 and 376. And last, you'll upload pictures, both of your pizza party and the questions that you answered, and your workbook pages. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so we are having a pizza party, and there will be 5 people, including us, invited to our pizza party. And you each get to decide who those 5 people are. But we have numbers 1 through 5 of the orders of what people would like for pizza. So let's start with number 1. And these are exactly the same as the instructions written on Google Classroom. I've just written them here so we don't need to go back and forth. Number 1. A half of a pepperoni or mushroom pizza for blank. And this is where we get to pick our friend's name. So I thought of Emily for my first friend to make a half a pizza for. So I'm going to write her name, and together we are going to make her pizza for the pizza party. Now, what you'll need for this class is the paper plates that we sent home with you, and those are in your go home bag. And they look like this. There are several. You'll need at least 2 for this project, okay? If you don't have these paper plates from your go home bag for some reason, you can use other paper plates, or if you don't have any paper plates, what you can do is just get paper and a bowl, trace the outside of the bowl with pencil, and then cut that out and you'll have a circle. And you would repeat that to make a couple of circles. Once you've done that, we're just going to use the paper plates that I had at home, which are a little bit smaller. They're like pan pizza size. What you're going to do is think about this fraction. So our fraction was 1/2. Emily wanted a half of a pepperoni or mushroom pizza. How would we divide this whole pizza in half? Here's what I thought of. I drew a line straight down the middle. You could draw it side to side or at a diagonal. Either way, as long as you're getting a half of the pizza. Now, optional materials for this project are colored pencils. If you wouldn't like to color your pizzas, you can just write the name. But we're going to write the fraction and the name. So I'm writing 1/2 Emily. You'll also need a pair of scissors, and you're going to actually cut this half pizza out. I've already gone ahead and colored my pizza. So here I have a half of a pepperoni pizza for Emily. Now that this pizza is ready for the party, you can set it to the side because our questions at the end we'll use to compare our pizzas. Number 2, 1/2 of a pepper pizza for, who should we do it to? Who's someone our 3rd graders really enjoy? How about Sarissa? 1/4 of a pepper pizza for Sarissa. Now, when you're thinking about this next pizza order for the next person at your pizza party, it might not be Sarissa. You could consider using the rest of your paper plate from number 1, or you could use a new paper plate. What do you think? Could we make a quarter of a pepper pizza from this remaining half? Or do we need to use a new plate? I agree. I think we could use the half. So to get this down to a quarter of a pizza, not a quarter of what we have left, but a quarter of a whole pizza. So a quarter of a whole circle. How would we split this? Take a second to think about that. I'm going to draw it and see if what you come up with matches what I draw. And then again, you would cut out that part of your pizza. Here's what I came up with. I gave Sarissa, again, I wrote 1/4. You can see my fraction here. And Sarissa's name, I gave it a nice golden brown crust. And what I did was I cut my remaining half of a pizza into 2. And that gave me a quarter of a pizza. So third graders, we are going to take a quick brain break here. We're going to pause where you are. Make sure that if you do have scissors, they're somewhere safe. And we're going to do a couple of crossbody exercises. So the first thing I want you to do is reach up. Now reach out. I'm wiggling my fingers too. Now what I want you to do is reach out straight ahead with parallel arms and cross those. My hands are crossed. Now I'm going to fold my palms backwards and grasp them together. So you can see my arms are crossed and my hands are grasped. Now, if you can, bring your arms in towards your body so that they're crossed. Now bring it out and in and out and in and out and in. All right, now I'm going to do a pattern and see if you can mimic it. Ready? Good. Let's try a little bit of a harder one. Good. For that one, you had to be counting. That was 7 claps. This time, we're going to hop on our, let's see, this is my right leg, 5 times, and see if we can spin a 360 while we do that. 360 degrees is all the way around in a circle, so we'd be facing back this way. Ready? 5 hops to get all the way around. Let's see if we can do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Did keep your balance? Now let's switch legs, and we're going to spin the other way and see if we can make it around in 4 times. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. All right, last thing we're going to do, give ourselves a big hug, a big stretch, and one more big hug. All right, let's get back to our pizza party. So I have made Sarissa's pizza. I made a half a pizza for Emily. The next thing that you're going to do independently is make an 1/8 of a cheese pizza for whoever you'd like. And just remember to write their name and the fraction. 2/8. Ooh, that one might be tricky. 2/8. Think about what that fraction is equal to. 2/8 of a black olive pizza for someone. And then last but not least, you get to make 3/4 of a pizza just for you. So when you're thinking about these fractions that have more than one part, more than one in the numerator, what you can do is start with your paper plate, and let's try 2/8 together. I've split my pizza in halves. Now I'm going to split it into quarters. Now if I split each of those quarters one more time, how many pieces do I have in total? That's right, I have 8s. And what I would need to do for this is count 2/8, 1 and 2, and then I would cut out these 2/8 from here down along here, 2/8 of my pizza. And I would do the same thing for 3/4. Now, the last thing that you're going to do after you enjoy your pizza, of course, is you have 3 questions to answer. And you can answer these like we did on Monday on your whiteboard, or you can do it on a piece of paper. Either one is fine. So the first question is, who got the most pizza? So when you've made all of your pizzas, you're going to compare them. Here's a few of my pizzas. And you're going to look to see who got the most pizza, and you'll write their name, or you can write the fraction, the amount of pizza. You'll also answer number 2, who got the least pizza? Who's going home hungry? And then last, number 3 is, did any of your friends get the same amount of pizza? So again, you can either write their names, like if for me it was Sarissa and Elise, or Sarissa and Emily, I could write their names, or I could write the fractions that were equal. Once you're finished with that, you'll take a picture, and then you can move on to your workbook pages. And then last but not least, you'll upload a picture of your workbook pages. So today you have, now that you've watched your mini lesson, you get to have your own pizza party, upload pictures of that, and then do 2 workbook pages with 2 optional additional ones, and upload a picture of that. If you have any questions, you can reach out to either me or to Emily over email, or you can always leave us a comment in Google Classroom. All right, enjoy your pizza party.